A strong Black woman is resilient, independent, and capable.
Harlem just debuted on Amazon Prime. It's about 4 friends living in Harlem, New York City, and follows each of them as they navigate their careers and relationships. We're here to talk episode 1, and of course, which character is gonna be the gay character? Let's get to it. So if you're an older millennial like me, right off the bat, you're gonna be thrilled to see one of our favorite child stars, Megan Good. Good plays the narrator of the show, Camille. And once the episode starts, she quickly lets us know that she belongs to a tribe of unbreakable sisters, aka the rest of the main cast. Like Broad City, Harlem offers a pleasing aesthetic just by way of the fact that it takes place in NYC. But unlike Broad City, Camille offers a view of New York that is not through the lens of a privileged white woman, and she very much recognizes how quickly Harlem is becoming gentrified. Similar to the sex lives of college girls, this opening episode offers us what feels like a very hetero-leaning introduction to the show. Camille talks about how hard it is for her as a Black woman to find a good man. Camille, who we learn is a professor, shows us the correct way to respond when one of your students hits on you.
Malik, it's against Columbia's rules and frankly my moral code for me to date a student.
It was so refreshing to see her respond this way after having to watch multiple episodes of the coach-student relationship on Sex Lives of College Girls.
Kansas State is offering me full-time professor with tenure.
And you want to move to Kansas?
As somebody who spent 4 years of my life getting a degree in Kansas, yeah, no, it's not the place you want to move to directly after living in New York City. It gotta be like going to a 5-star restaurant for dinner and then taking her dumpster diving behind the Dunkin' Donuts for dessert. You're not gonna like it. We finally get to meet the rest of Camille's crew when they all go out for drinks to celebrate Camille's boss telling her that she is soon to be promoted. Nobody gets introduced, so I find myself going back and forth between the 2 femme-looking ladies, analyzing which one is the gay one when, who walks in but the obvious queer? We get a flashback to a business meeting the probably maybe queer was a part of, and I pause quickly to go to IMDb and look up the name of this character because I have got to know the owner of this jacket! This amazing jacket that caused me to style bricks in my panties. Turns out I only needed to wait like 2 more seconds because we hear that Ty is being offered a sum of $750,000 for a company that Ty created. We learn the company Ty owns is called Q, and it is a dating app specifically for queer people of color. Damn, I know apps like this are needed because like white people take over everything, but I can't help but laugh at how much money filtering out white people is worth. It's been less than 10 minutes, but the queer character is already stealing the show in my super biased opinion. Like when she whips out her cell phone and starts taking pictures of her snatch dead in the middle of the restaurant with everybody watching. Can you imagine being in a bar and being like, bartender, another round for Is that woman shoving a phone down her crotch and snapping pics? Turns out Ty has a type. Instagram influencers and models, which leads to this amazing sequence of dates Ty has been on that make the Kardashians seem like a team of NASA engineers.
That are off are on. Off are on.
Off! Off, obviously! Why did she answer? The answer is obviously off! Camille and the other ladies confirm to Ty they think the only reason she likes dating these influencer model types is so that she can keep things simple and maintain absolute control over things. Oof, and those people totally exist. Actually, I feel like I know like a number of successful couples that have those dynamics. Like, turns out Angie, an aspiring singer, is crashing with Quinn, who is a successful designer. Angie seems to have no idea who the power player in this relationship is because she does not behave like a typical freeloader. She waltzes into the apartment, blasting her music and singing while Quinn is in the middle of a business meeting. FYI, as someone who's freeloaded myself, the way to freeload is to strike a perfect balance between being such a good roommate they don't remember you live there and being such a good friend they can't stand the idea of you not living there. Like, if it was me freeloading, I would be like, oh, hi, Quinn. Are you ready for your evening foot massage? Or would you prefer I warm up the roasted duck I prepared for you earlier? Don't worry, I already ate frozen meal alone in my room, so I won't be there. The ladies head to the cinema for some snacks and gossip, and we learn Ty has taken their criticism to heart and has asked out Shayla, who is not just an intellectual challenge, but is a stud. Okay, they must have hired some actual queers to be on the writing team because, to me, this is a hugely relevant topic in our community. You don't often see two butch or two high femmes or two studs together in a relationship. And it's an interesting question to ask why? Or are those relationships out there and they're just not given attention because they're not heteronormative? The student Camille turned down earlier in the episode shows up to her gym, tells her he's dropped her class so they could be together, and oh yeah, he's got a huge boner, which he offers up to her like a plate of appetizers. Okay, I've been out of the dating men zone for a long time, but is this what men are doing now? Is that what they're just getting hard and showing up to gyms with their hard penises and just like, look at my hard penis, and they're just doing that and like, hey, you want my number? I wrote it on my it's hard. Angie and Quinn get into a kind of predictable fight when Quinn criticizes Angie's career choices and accuses her of using her for free rent. Of course, this kind of stuff is definitely a big risk to happen, especially when you let someone stay with you who doesn't have an end date in mind. We cut to Ty making out with Shayla, which is really hot. Like, if you're one of those people who think two masculine presenting queer women like isn't hot together, this proves you wrong. Like, them making out on top of each other in this scene is really hot. We learn both have never dated a masculine presenting woman before, and that for Shayla, she only did this on a dare from a friend. Quinn has developed a, what I assume, ongoing plot line of not being appreciated by men or of like dating the wrong men or like something along those lines. She ends up in Long Island with an obvious goal, but when she realizes her date is a skis ball, she leaves her purse with him and goes to the bathroom. And I kind of feel like if she's gonna be a dumb, she's gonna have to take the consequences that come with being a dumb. I don't know, I just feel like if I was on a date with somebody who creeped me out, I would not be like,
hey, watch my cash and credit cards
while I head to the pisser. Probably the funniest moment of the episode is when a penniless Quinn asks some white dude for $10 and he assumes she's gonna use it to go buy crack.
I don't want crack, sir.
We get a hot sex scene from Ty and Shayla, but it quickly goes from hot to not when we learn that Ty needs some extra tutelage in the muff diving department. Embarrassing! The shot of Shayla using Ty's head like a broken vibrator, I'm just like, the shot, her head is like, just, whoever choreographed that sex scene deserves an award. Like, somebody give them an award. And then, to make matters even worse, after Shayla finishes, Ty's ready to go, and Shayla's like, peace out, I gotta take a shower.
I just dislocated my jaw. You gonna leave me like that?
Who would have had masculine presenting Shayla as a pillow princess? This one goes out to anyone who has ever put in work and not been reciprocated. And if you do that, that is a crime against sex humanity. And we end the first episode with Quinn and Angie making up, and all of the girls supporting Angie at an open mic slot where she's singing. Also, there was a lot of stuff about Camille's ex that I'm not gonna pretend to care about. Conclusion. Okay, so my final thought on this show is that it's really good. It's funny, it's interesting, it's compelling. They gave the gay character a complex, nuanced storyline that I'm really interested in seeing how she proceeds forward. If you'd like to check out the show for yourself, you can stream all 10 episodes of the first season available on Amazon Prime right now. All right, I'm Amanda. This is my Really Gay YouTube channel. Hope you're having a good day. I'll see you next video.